When Fallout 76 was first announced, I honestly was pretty fucking excited. It was a new Fallout game. I mean, why wouldn't I be? Todd had us by the dick every day for the entire fucking duration that we were waiting for it, alright? He had us begging for updates, like gameplay reveals, anything. Because we have had nothing but good experiences, or at the very least decent experiences from a Fallout game in the past. And I almost knew that he was going to produce something great and that I'd really enjoy it, because the gameplay trailers hadn't really come out yet, and all I'd seen really was just shoot gun, and then fucking, like, oh, you can play with your friends? That's cool. I hadn't really, seen the terrors of this game, alright? We were stuck to our phones on Twitter.com waiting for the next Fallout update and new gameplay trailer or trailer at all, maybe even a release date. And as he had us hooked, they were selling pre-orders like mad because they had promised a beta that let you play early. There's nothing I would want more than to play my favorite game series, but earlier than it was supposed to be released. And that's exactly what I did. I pre-ordered it just like a lot of other people. And I got the game, and I played it in the beta. And that was around, I don't know, like a month earlier than it was supposed to come out. And by then, you expect something decent. They only have a month. It's not like they can fix everything in the beta.
We are going to have a beta. And it is sponsored by our friends at Vault-Tec as well. The Break It Early test application. Because evidently these online games are hard. They can have some nasty issues. I read on the internet that our games have had a few bugs.
As a fan of Fallout, I have to say that I'm kind of reluctant in making this video because I'm only talking about the worst Fallout game ever made and not really shining light on the good ones, which is, obviously the classics, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, and Fallout 4. All of those are very good games, which you should definitely give a try. However, Fallout 76 is a monstrosity. I don't think it holds any of the values that a Fallout game should hold dear. It's not a good single-player game. It's not a good multiplayer game. It's got a terrible storyline. It has no NPCs and no world building. Every faction seems to show up, die, and then you move on to the next faction. I have not made it to the Brotherhood of Steel or the Enclave, and I am level 30. I don't know if you remember from Fallout 4, but you met the Brotherhood of Steel at like level 5. That was a good time to get you to introduce you to these factions and get you invested in the world building. And yet we have to wait till like level 50 or 60, around like 100 hours of gameplay later, to figure out what faction we want to be in for late game or anything like that. I have had a terrible experience with this game, and I really think that a lot of people have, and I know a lot of people have written it off, and I guarantee you that's completely right to do. It's a bad game, and I think the idea that they've gone and they've monetized actual parts of gameplay, like cosmetics, which, by the way, contribute to a game, whether or not you think so, because cosmetics add something to your character that is invaluable. It's like when you see your character in cool shit, it makes the game much more fun. Fallout 76 is also degraded down into a battle royale game, and from what I've heard, it's not even a good battle royale in the terms of battle royale. So even jumping on the trend, Fallout 76 is just failed to associate with any of its, base. I don't know what they were going for here. It's honestly terrible. I've had a bad time with the gameplay, the frame rate on a second-hand note. I know that might be a PC problem with me personally, but it was terrible, and I really hate the hunger and thirst bars because I think that they detract from the actual gameplay, which is exploration and all that. There's parts of this game that just make it really boring and tedious. You need to collect a lot of resources. However, your camp can only hold up to 400 pounds of resources. And overall, that's not really a lot. Considering the amount of things you need to collect and the amount of things you want to store, it's not a lot at all. However, they have updated this to around 800, and that's a good start. And I don't think that's enough, though. Because what's happening in this game, and what I think has happened to a lot of people, is you become over-encumbered, you pick up a weapon, and your weapon breaks, and you have to go repair it. And that's the entire game. Besides the terrible quest line, and how you never meet people in this game, I have legitimately never encountered a person in random who I've had a genuine friendly interaction with. For those of you who need a visual representation of what playing the game is like, so you don't have to touch it with a 10-foot pole, don't worry, I've got you covered. Oh, hey Morgan, do you know who Joe is?
Who's Joe?
Joe Mama.
My beans have expired.